Thanks, Ant. Hi, Thomas. How you doing? You good?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Very well, thank you. Any players returning? Romero, Adogi, anyone back for Saturday?
Yes, positive is that both Romero, Destiny and Wilson is available for selection for the squad.
Good news.
Yeah.
Obviously, disappointing defeat at Newcastle to go out the Cup, but I'm looking at January and 2 legs in the League Cup. You've got 2 European games. You've got a number of injuries. Is it fair to say all competitions, it is pretty impossible to compete on all fronts? I know you want to, but it's impossible.
I like to have a challenge that it's possible to compete on all fronts. If we're one, which I still think we're not too far from. If you look at the games, look at the game, then we're into the next round. Then we compete for it. But there's no two ways about it. That in general, if you want to compete over 60 games in all, that's tough. But that's part of it. I think it's also fair to say you can see every club is doing rotation in the Carabao Cup. Everyone, they have to. But not only Carabao Cup, they also do a little bit Champions League, a little bit Premier League. So that's part of it. And then you try to nail that perfect balance.
I said to you in September, West Ham's biggest Premier League derby is Tottenham. I'm going to say the same again. Chelsea's biggest Premier League derby is Tottenham. Obviously, there's the North London derby, is probably Tottenham's biggest game. But there's a lot of intensity between Tottenham and Chelsea. Is this kind of game one of the many reasons why you joined this football club?
Yeah, I think you put it quite right there. A game against Chelsea, especially a home game against Chelsea, under the floodlights tomorrow is going to be unique and special. Can't wait for it. The players are already looking forward to it. It's a fantastic occasion. We need the fans behind us. I know they do everything they can to try to create even more noise, make it this very difficult place to play. And as I said before, it's between us and the fans. It's the best clubs, the best teams. They're united. They're together in good times and bad times. We need to perform. We need to create energy. Can we get energy off the fans? Then it's like so positive reinforcement. And that's what we need to create tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to it.
5,000 away fans at Newcastle Wednesday. No trains back. Full up. It's been a brilliant start to the season away from home in terms of the league. Just hasn't clicked so far. I think you've answered part of that question. The fans have said they want to do more as well for the pre-match atmosphere. Is it a collective? Let's go out there tomorrow night. Huge game. It's going brilliant away. Hasn't clicked so much at home yet. Starting tomorrow.
Yeah, that will be fantastic. That is the plan and the aim. As you said, 5,000 fans traveling on the road Wednesday night. That's incredible determination, and we need that from the fans. We need that from the team. I'm so proud of that and pleased with that. And then at home, I can't see why we shouldn't be able to perform and have a very good run at home. We play maybe the best stadium in the world, definitely the best fans in the world, and we know that the sound level in that stadium can be insane. So it's up to us to do that together, and that is a collective effort.
Thanks, Thomas.
Welcome.
Hi, good to see you again, Thomas.
Good to see you.
Can I please ask you about Mickey van der Ven? You spoke about it recently as well. You work with other good defenders in the past. His set of skills, how special it and how much an advantage Mickey is giving you defensively and also offensively?
I think these days every player needs to both defend and attack and play the ball and forward and be good in the set piece and so on and so forth. Mickey, let's start with the ball. Very good composure, brilliant left foot, can go long, can play short, stand on the ball when we need to. Of course, his pace is quite unique. Then there's the cool defending in the decisive moments. I think he's doing that better and better. Then there's leadership. Then there's how good are you on set pieces, both boxes. I think he ticks a lot of boxes. It's just continuing performing at a good level week in, week out.
different clubs, different teams have different way to operate. What do you make of Enzo Maresca's time at Chelsea so far? Won the Club World Cup in the summer, finished top 4 last season, won the Conference League.
Yeah, of course. And so done an amazing job at Chelsea. First season, qualifying for the Champions League, and they say win the Conference League, so competing in definitely more than one front. Won the Club World Cup and had a decent start to the season. Very impressive. It was very clear what him and his staff want to achieve, how they want to play. So yeah, it's going to be a nice, good challenge. Another nice, good challenge in the Premier League against a very good manager and a very good team.
The famous Battle of the Bridge took place nearly 10 years ago. Plenty of yellow cards. Chelsea recently conceded their 6th red card in just 9 games. That lack of discipline, is that something that you can take advantage tomorrow with all the pressure your fans are going to put on Chelsea?
Yeah, I haven't looked into every single red card that I've had of the 6 they got. Probably different reasons. Probably not only lack of discipline, can also be coincidence. So I don't know. It's about us and the game we can play, and we need to perform and be intense with a cool head.
Yeah. Hi Thomas, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. And you?
Surviving, yeah. In terms of the home form this season, nearly all your points have come away from home. How sustainable is it for you to achieve your ambitions by just continuing that all season? Or how much do you need to start grabbing the home form and making it a fortress?
Clear. I think it's if you want to achieve something big, you need to have a good home form and a good away form. And our away form is very good. Our home form, I'm quite convinced that when we've seen the end of the season that we would have had a good home form right now with the. What did we play? 3 games home in the Premier League. It's a very small sample, but it's up to us to change it around, which I'm convinced we'll have a very good chance to do tomorrow.
You mentioned a little earlier, 60 games is almost impossible for your best 11 to play 60 games in the season, so rotation is necessary. In terms of fixtures, are we getting to a point now, or if we reach the point, are we soon going to get to the point whereby something needs to be done about the football calendar, because we are asking players to play too many games for player welfare, for supporters to even go to all these games? And obviously last year Rodri mentioned strike action. I don't know if that is something that you think is down the line somewhere.
No, I don't know, but I think definitely we need to look into the calendar and the amount of games for the players. No doubt about that. That is, we say it's impossible to play 60 games, 90 minutes, high intensity. So you need to find a balance of squad rotation and where do you pick your chips, put your chips in terms of where do you want to focus, because you can put yourself in between two chairs. But I think we need to look into it. There's also we love football, all of us, but I think when there's been, let's say, an international break and then we come back and start again, a little bit more fresh, all of us, fresh eyes, it's exciting. So I think there's something in that we need to look into. I don't know the answer to it because it's a pretty popular sport and there's a few quid in it, so probably a little bit demand from the broadcasters.
One person who won't be playing football anymore is a former goalkeeper here, Alfie Whiteman. I know you never met him; he was not here under your stewardship, but he's retired now and gone down a completely different route. He's become a director of a company and a photographer, which led me to think, because you're a man who thinks outside the box. I know you like your skiing, what have you. If you hadn't been a football manager, what would you have been? What would Thomas Frank be today on a Friday lunchtime if you weren't a football manager?
That's a very good question. I think it would have been some kind of a teacher. It's my, in PE in a school or in a sports school or something like that. I think probably would have done something down the line of that.
Ali. Hi there, Thomas.
Ali.
So I ask you about kind of on the fixture schedule as well, but also you're not maybe able to make as many rotation and changes as you want right now with the injuries. With your brand of football being so kind of involved with pressing and then the speed and the runs that the players make, are you compromised slightly with the inability to change players, maybe in what you can ask of the players and the amount of pressing in each game?
I think it's the best thing is if you fully fit squad. I think every manager want that, so you can put the types up you want for each game, and you can rotate the perfect amount of minutes so everyone can be fresh. But that's not reality. That's very, very rarely reality for any manager or head coach. So it's about for each period or each game to find the right balance with everything. But there is no doubt that to play with the maximum intensity doesn't have to be high pressing or low. You need to play with intensity. No, every team needs to play with intensity. If they want to compete, they can just do it in different ways. But there's definitely something to look into. No complaints, but now we have 2 days between games. There's a massive difference to 3 days. But we will find a way, and a lot of times it's just mental. And I think we are still early days of the season, so it's less important. But of course, when everything accumulates, it can be an issue.
Just check on Dom Swanky, how he's getting on.
Dom is. We're very aware of. We want when we get Dom back, we hope we touch wood, have him back and no setback. So we are. How can you say it? We are very aware of doing it the right way. So it's going in the right direction. He will not be available before the international break. So that's the status right now.
Two of the longer ones I just want to check on. Dejan Kulusevski, I mean, how close is he to getting back just maybe on the grass?
That's a good question. He's still not on the grass, and we're working very hard to get him fit as quick as possible. I think my message there is he's not on the grass yet.
The other one was Kota Takai. I know you mentioned about in the last one. Just wondered, what's the problem? Is it the same foot problem?
Quad. Yeah, quad. And he is about to be training soon. Yeah. You're welcome.
George from the BBC, please.
Thomas, hello. Sorry, just with all these injuries you've got, I think before today it was 10 and now you're 7. Just how hard is it to coach your style with what you want to do when you've got so many players out?
Yeah, of course you want especially the key players to be available for as many matches as possible. I think I'll go that far that the availability is probably one of the areas that you need to nail if you want to have success in a season, and especially availability for your top players. And I think that probably definitely have to had impact on relegations, Champions League qualifications, and Championship. I think that Liverpool more or less had no injuries last year, struggling a bit more now. Arsenal had a lot of injuries last year, a little less this year, so that can be the decisive factor at times. What I would say is that there's two things I think you need to look into. The first thing is that if you can avoid muscle injuries, it's definitely hamstring, calf, quad, stuff like that. If you can avoid that because of a good gym program, recovery, the right way to train, the right processes, then I think you're halfway there. Then there is the contact injuries that you really can't avoid, and then that's return to play again. So that time from when they got injured to come back to the training, that's the two bits you need to nail. And I think on soft tissue muscle injuries we were quite good, which I'm very pleased with. Now it's just with the I can say not odd injuries, but contact injuries and some odd injuries. We need to get the return to play time down.
Tottenham's record against Chelsea hasn't been very good of late. I think it's 4 straight losses, but in particular, 2 of the games at the Tottenham Stadium have just been absolutely crazy. And I just wondered if you remembered watching some of them in recent years, if you're aware of them, and just in general, are you aware of the record? I mean, it's just some of the matches have been mad. I think Tottenham have conceded 8 goals, which is before your time, obviously.
Yeah, it was entertaining. We are in an entertainment business, aren't we? Yeah, remember the first one. What was that? The 4? What was that for? Whatever, the 9-man 4-1. Yeah, 4-1. Yeah, I remember that one. That was crazy. But yeah, that's in the past. I just some games we were part of that everyone will remember for whatever reason. Hopefully we're part of a game everyone will remember tomorrow and we come out on the winning side.
But it won't be as crazy as what's gone by previously.
Yeah, you never know in football. So you never know. You're welcome.
Finish with George at the back, please.
Hi, Thomas. Just to follow up on that, each of these games has kind of a story of its own. Those 2 ones for Ange, Pochettino's first season, he beat Chelsea 5-3, and it kind of really kick-started his reign. Whatever happens tomorrow, you'll obviously be confident you'll be a long-term success here. But how sort of excited are you to kind of be part of this kind of story and this rivalry, and I guess write your own story for this game tomorrow?
Now, very exciting. Really looking forward to it. Is a London derby between 2 big rivals. There's so much on it against a very good Chelsea team. It will be a completely very, very, very competitive, even game under the floodlights. It's got everything to be a top game where you will be on the edge of your seat, hopefully, if you're a fan or part of it. So hopefully that's the case. We need to come flying out and get the fans with us, and I'm very, very positive about us coming out and perform very well tomorrow.
And just with Christian Romero, and forgive me for asking this, but it was this game last season where he was injured and he come back and he got injured again after 15 minutes. How sort of fit is he? Could he have played Wednesday, for example? How much confidence have you got in his fitness going into this one? It's not sort of a rush decision to bring him back for this big game.
Very aware of try to be able to take the best possible decisions. Of course, in the end, I'll get a lot of information from medical staff, performance staff, but in the end, it is always on me. If a player breaks down, it's on me. It's not on the medical staff, not performance. It's always on me. I take decisions. I'll get all the informations, and then I need to take a difficult choice, or a brave choice, or easy choice, or decision. So that's it. If he was fit enough, he would have been involved Wednesday. So he's ready to be involved tomorrow, and let's see how much.
And I know you haven't got many defenders, but him being back, does it kind of open up the possibility for five at the back, 3 centre-backs? I know Chelsea have faced that in recent games, and I think Enzo Maresca's been sort of unexpectedly facing that as well.
Yeah, I would say that to have him back, it could open up for it. Also, we got Dest back, so that's also positive. It was a little bit more a challenge against Newcastle with a few less options, but as I said, I think we performed well in many areas.